Good morning, everyone. Resale Rabbit. I want to bring something to your attention. This tape, I showed it yesterday. I spent $2 and I thought I was going to get 50. I didn't look at the listing that well. And usually that comes back to bite me. This time, it's really nice. So this tape is worth about $40 to $50 used. So definitely look out for this tape. Alakazam the Great, 40 to 50 bucks used. There are only a few listed and sold, meaning it's a pretty rare tape. And it's not always in the clamshell. There are also some in just the cardboard sleeve. There are none used active, and there are none sold. So the fact that it's $50 used, and I also looked on Amazon, it's $100 used on Amazon, no new ones. I could not find any new ones anywhere. So I just went crazy with it. I listed this for $500, $499.99. I'm probably not going to get $500. I'm probably going to get an offer, maybe $200 or something, but well worth the $2 investment. But collectors, they buy this type of stuff. People collect this type of stuff. And my guess is this was never released on DVD. It was made by Orion Home Video, which does a lot of kids stuff in like the 80s and 90s. I don't know if they still exist or not. What year is this? 1995? 1989? So it looks like it was probably made in 1989. However, this particular one was released in 1995. So anyways, I listed it for $500. We'll see if it sells. I will happily sit for a year or two to get $500 for my $2 investment on a VHS tape. So there's something to look for. Alakazam the Great on VHS. Decent money. So this Connects game that I showed you, 1992, not worth as much as I thought it would be. I listed it for 30 bucks. But it is complete. It's even got a couple of extra pieces. I put the helicopter together. It's 100% complete. You know, it's annoying. The owner's manual for my car reads like a book. This little pamphlet is the full owner's manual for a Cessna airplane. An airplane. It's a little pamphlet for an airplane. My car is like a Charles Dickens novel. I am out running some errands. First stop is Walmart. I just listed about 35 listings on eBay. That's listings, not items. It was probably closer to 40 or 45 items. I am sick of staring at a screen, so I'm out running errands. Stopping at Walmart to stock up on beverages. I love these things. This is my favorite flavor, pineapple mango. Really helps me drink a lot more water. Well, I almost set off someone's car alarm. To me, all pickup trucks look alike, and I almost got into that black Toyota. I'm not sure what would have been more awkward, if I try to pull the handle and the alarm goes off, or if they left it unlocked and they came out and saw me sitting in their vehicle trying to figure out why it won't start. Don't you hate it when that happens? It reminds me of that joke. Little old lady's walking out of the store. She sees a group of guys in her car. Quick pulls a gun on them and forces them out of the car, has them leave. She gets in and for some reason her key doesn't work. Turns out it wasn't her car. It was their car, same make, model, and color, and they had the embarrassing phone call to the police that they were carjacked by a little old lady. I'm not a little old lady, so I can't get away with that. So, yeah, let's go to the music store. So I've had a few people ask me why I have those reflective vests in my car. Doing storage units, I end up going to the dump quite often, and the dump requires me to wear one. They charge like $5 for them. So I bought 2 of them for me, and a couple of times I go with people and we unload there. So that's why I have them. Why are they in the truck? I don't know, because I'm too lazy to take them out of the truck. I also have winter gear like gloves and a face mask and everything, and they're probably going to sit in here all summer because, well, the truck is going to be parked all summer because I have a car that gets much better fuel mileage. I am at Jim's Music in Green Bay. Fun fact, I was actually going to rent that space right there for a buy-sell trade store, similar to what Craigslist Hunter has, but I don't have time to run that full-time. I need a partner. So anyways, these 2 soundboards I picked up. I'm going to summarize if you didn't watch the videos. I paid $20 for this one at St. Vincent de Paul. Don't know if it works. It is currently listed. Someone has one listed for $250, but no solds. I paid $20. if I can get 40 bucks for this thing, I want no part of shipping this massive thing. So if I can get 40 bucks, double my money, I will sell it. This one, I paid $30 at a Milwaukee Goodwill. Comps are selling around 200 or 125, but I don't have a power cord. So I'd probably take 60 bucks for this, double my money. If I sold it for 125 as is, no power cord, I would still end up walking away with like 80, 90 bucks. 60 today is better than 80 or 90 next week. At the very least, we can get them tested and find out if they work. If they offer too little, then I will list them on eBay, and I know for a fact that they'll work this way. So, first time I asked if they were interested in either of them, they were not. This one they don't want, simply because it doesn't have a power cord. And this one, it's a little older than what they sell, so they passed on both of them. But after that, they were willing to test this one for me. He spent a good 30 minutes testing all the channels and everything. It needs a good cleaning, he said. Left channel's a little loud, some of the pots, some of the gains are a little iffy, but a good cleaning should get it good to go. Now, I am not an electronics guy, so I don't know how to take that apart and clean it. I'm gonna let the buyer deal with that. Additionally, he said the left output, although cleaning may fix it, it might also need to be replaced, or the pin bent back a little bit. But again, it could be fixed simply with cleaning. This one, we weren't even able to test. They don't have a power cord for it. So I'm going to get online and see if I can find that type of cord and get this one tested. And maybe I'll list it. Maybe I will have them make me an offer now that it has a cord. So that's the story on these. Let's get back to the warehouse. I actually have a customer who's going to be here from Facebook Marketplace in, what time is it? About an hour and 15 minutes to buy a shelving unit that I got from Toys R Us last summer. I think I spent 40 bucks on it. I'm selling it for 80, and I didn't buy it to flip. I bought it to use, and it really doesn't suit my needs that well. So I have to get over there and get this thing put together for her. So, big shout out to Jim's Music. They always go the extra mile to help me out when I come in. I am not a music guy. I do not know anything about instruments or music related stuff. So they always help me out. They go the extra mile, and I am very pleased with the level of service. So if you're ever in Green Bay, I think they've got a couple other locations throughout Wisconsin and Upper Michigan. Check out Jim's Music. Tell them the rabbit sent you. They'll have absolutely no clue what you're talking about. All right, so I just put in a box order from Uline. I spent $620. That's always fun. I go through a ton of these boxes, 12 by 8 by 4. They're lightweight boxes, so they're great for shipping. Also, these 8-inch cubes and 10-inch cubes, so I bought a bunch of both of those. These are great for like VCRs and receivers and things like that, 20 by 14 by 8. So I bought some of those. I don't buy a ton of these. I bought 25 of them. Got some of this film for my mini packer. This stuff's expensive. It is $98 per roll with a minimum order of 2 rolls. But you get a lot of air pillows off that. I don't buy it often. I got 4 giant rolls of bubble wrap, 45 bucks a roll. And then because I spent over $500, I got these 2 touch lamps for free. So just more items to add to my Uline sponsored camping trip. So far I've gotten a free zero gravity chair, a backpack, a couple other folding chairs, a folding table, a whole bunch of stuff like that. I think I got a multi-tool also. I don't know. Every time you spend over, you can start getting free stuff with a $150 purchase, but I think it's just like a calendar. I think $300 is really the threshold for anything noteworthy. The zero gravity chair was when I bought the mini packer and spent like $2,500. It's earlier than normal, but let's pull orders so we can get them shipped out. I can get it over there soon. First things first, I sold this PV guitar pedal. I think I showed this in a video. It cost me 15 bucks. Sold it after maybe 2 weeks online. I got $99.99 for it. Sold with no power cord. I actually brought this to Jim's Music to test, before I listed it a couple weeks ago. Next, I've got this Beach Tech thing. Over here, this is it? Yep. I'm not entirely sure what this is. Some sort of audio equipment. I think this would attach to a really high quality video camera, something that like a newsroom would use or something. But that's just my guess. Sold for $35, or to be more exact, it sold for $34.99. I don't always take the low offers. Someone actually offered me like 15 bucks for that the other day, and I declined it. Sold for full price today. Next is this boombox, CFD E90. Sold this for $30. I did take an offer on that. 30 bucks shipped, but it's not going too far. It's probably going to cost about 12 bucks to ship. Now, this has been in stock for a little while. I picked this up probably around a year ago. This Barbie cat from the 90s, 1998. Listed it. It came in a storage unit. Look at the original price, though, 5 bucks. Sold it for $19.99. Next, sold this camera here. Let me get it out here for you. I got $310 for this guy. It cost me 75 bucks and did not have a charger. And I happen to have this one laying around that I was actually going to list for $50. And it works for it. It's the right charger. So save me 50 bucks on ordering one. Everything works on this except the microphone is completely gone. Not sure why. I thought about keeping this for filming. However, it records to a tape. There is an SD card slot right here, but that's only for photos. You can't actually record video to it. This would have been great for YouTube, but unfortunately I can't. Spent 75, sold for 310. Lastly, I actually listed this the same day as the camera. I bought it for $70 at a local consignment shop. I took an offer for $190. Cannot lift that with one hand. $190. This did not sell today. It sold a couple days ago, but it was just paid for today. So between this and the camera, that's 500 bucks before fees. So don't be afraid to spend up on items. I mean, I spent 145 between the two of those and got 500 bucks. If you subtract average 13% in fees, that comes out to 435 bucks minus shipping. So probably like 380, 390, 400, somewhere in that range. And they both took maybe a week to sell. So total sales today, 6 items for 685 bucks. Yeah, that's a good day. All right, next sale is not that. So it's probably, oh boy, it's at the bottom of this pile of books. Right here. Ugh. I'm going to fix that in a minute. A 1980 yearbook for Calumet High School in Calumet, Michigan. Now, I also have one for 1981. Sent him a message saying, hey, I've got this one too if you're interested. He said he only wants 1980 because he graduated in 1980. And it's not every day you get to see a picture of your buyer. That would be the guy who bought the book from me. Although I'm sure he looks just a little bit different now. You know, only 39, almost 40 years ago. Oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned the price. If I didn't, it was 25. I got 25 bucks, took an offer. I think I had 30. I think $29.99 is what I had it priced at. Took an offer of 25. If I did already mention that, then I'm going to edit this out. I'm going to forget. So you're going to hear it twice. These record mailers, very versatile. These are made for records, but things like small books, where they're big but narrow, fit really well in it. I don't like sending books in bubble mailers. I just feel like that does not protect a heavy book with sharp corners enough at all. So I always like to box them, and here is a great way to do it with these record mailers. So I'm calling it a night. So that's about all I have for you. I'm going home to edit this video, and I don't know what I'm going to do this evening. 2 lessons to learn from today's video. Number 1, 3 lessons. Number 1, networking is important. You can get people to test things for you if you're unable to test it. Number 2, that looks like 3. I can't bend that all the way down. Number 2, okay, now I lost my train of thought. Stupid pinky distracting me. Number 2, don't be afraid to buy large items or expensive items. If you spend 70, it's okay if you can sell it for 300 or 200. You know, some people only like to spend like $1 or $2 on their items, which is okay if that's your business model, but you really need to get the volume up to make up for it. The big dollar items, look at Craigslist Hunter, one of my favorite YouTubers. His whole business model revolves around spending up on items because they'll sell for a lot. And he does like $50,000 a month in sales, and maybe he spends $20,000 a month to do that, but that's still a lot of money. And lesson number 3, high school yearbooks. Keep an eye out for them. They sell. I mean, that one, I don't think I mentioned, was only online for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. It really wasn't long. I had a couple others that sold instantly after I listed them. So, yearbooks. So that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you tomorrow.